The following is a paid program presented by Jersey Sports Zone and RWJ Barnabas Health. Coming up, the great early season showdowns continue on the Diamond. Millburn and Seton Hall Prep square off in a battle of unbeatens. We get our first look at high school softball. State champions collide in Toms River as Donovan Catholic takes on Morris Catholic. We profile a Freehold Township sophomore who's out west trying to secure a spot on the U.S. Under-16 national soccer team. Plus, the top prospect in the New York Yankees minor league system is coming home to New Jersey to chase his major league dreams. Jersey Sports Zone walks it off with another great week of New Jersey high school sports.
Jersey Sports Zone! Jersey Sports Zone!
Welcome to another edition of Jersey Sports Zone TV. I'm Rich Krampanis. We had a little bit of rain in the middle part of the week, but the weekend saw the sun come out and the action heat right back up. Let's take our tour around the state, starting with Jay Cook, who's got some high school baseball action.
Thanks, Rich. Seton Hall Prep and Millburn have produced some incredible games over the last few seasons. Last year's GNT final, which went 11 innings, was won by Millburn. The Pirates and Millers renew their rivalry this season, and again, we have a stellar finish. This showdown of top 10 teams in the state was a pitching duel. Drew Oppenheim was locked in. He struck out 6 batters on the day. John Serwinski was just as good. 5 Ks for the Penn commit. We're scoreless through 4 full innings. Top 5, here comes the Prep. There's runners at the corners with 2 outs. And Chris Maldonado drives the run in. The Clemson commit delivers an RBI single to put the Pirates in front. Millburn responds in the next half inning. Matthew Weiner rips one to left field, and Ethan Axelrod sprints home. We're all tied up at 1 after 5. Now, we fast forward to the bottom of the 7th. Elijah Foster delivers to Alex Wilson, and he sends it for a long ride. It's a walk-off home run to win it. It's Alex Wilson with the 7th inning heroics, lifting the Millers to a 2-1 win over Seton Hall Prep.
You know, that's what we always do. Close games, we're always in there, and we know how to finish out games.
We're okay if we lose. If we do our best and we lose to a great program like Seton Hall Prep, then we just come back tomorrow morning. And I think our kids buy into that.
Now we go from Essex County to Ocean County, where Donovan Catholic hosts Morris Catholic in a battle of reigning state champions. In the circle for the Griffins is Julia Apostolakis. Donovan Catholic's ace was on her A game in this one. Apostolakis strikes out the side here in the 2nd inning. We've got a scoreless game going into the 3rd. Apostolakis was just as good at the plate. This fly ball drops, and it's an RBI double. Apostolakis was 4 for 4 at the dish on Saturday. Up next is Ashley Federico, and this is a towering 2-run blast. Wow! Federico makes it a 3-0 game in the blink of an eye. The Griffins double their lead in the 5th inning thanks to this 2-run double courtesy of Ashley Abruzzi. Donovan Catholic is in complete control. They hold a 6-0 advantage on Morris Catholic. Donovan Catholic puts up a 4 spot in the 6th inning, highlighted by this 2-run double from Olivia Kurth. The final 2 runners come across, and we hit the mercy rule in the 6th inning. 10-0 is the final. Donovan Catholic passes their first big test of the regular season with flying colors.
our team today, we came out and we attacked. I mean, this was probably one of the best competition we've seen so far in the season, and we wanted to win, and we just came out and came aggressive and attacked.
I mean, we love playing good competition. Like anytime we can pick up a game, or it's great to play other state champions. We love the competition.
Now we go back to Rich Krampanis, who has some top-notch lacrosse action from around the state.
Thanks, Jay. We had a big-time top 5 showdown in boys lacrosse. Seton Hall Prep taking on the Summit Hilltoppers, and it was a Summit statement on Friday. Leading 3-2 at the half, Summit bust the game open with a huge fourth quarter. John Murray had a career-high 4 goals. Dylan Sebastian did his part with 2 goals and an assist as Summit pulls off an 8-3 win over Seton Hall Prep. The Hilltoppers are 3-0 on the young season. We talked with John Murray about his offensive outburst and his team's commitment to D.
Yeah, Coach told us try and keep long possessions with them, don't get into the running game, and also have to give it up to our defense. They played great. I mean, these are my favorite games to play in, especially when these teams are good. I love playing Seton Hall, so you know, the atmosphere is just great. That's when I play my best.
In girls lacrosse, a tremendous Saturday morning showdown. 4-0 Rumson Fairhaven hosting 4-0 Bridgewater Raritan. This game would go down to the wire. Rachel James, the sophomore, great footwork. Look at her stop on the dime right there. 2 goals for Rachel James. Rumson Fairhaven takes an 8-7 lead. Tied at 8 late in the second half, it's Kelly McKinney, the future Penn State Nittany Lion, with a big-time move to the goal. That's her 4th of the game, and it proves to be the game winner. 9-8 is your final. 2 great girls lacrosse teams who will no doubt contend for state titles. Bridgewater Raritan stays unbeaten at 5-0. Back to baseball. Don Bosco Prep made national headlines at the National High School Invitational in Cary, North Carolina. The Ironmen stunned Buford out of Georgia, the number 2 ranked team in the country. A.J. Zola was the hero with his walk-off double in the 7th inning to give Don Bosco a 4-3 win. The Ironmen not only beat the number 2 team in the nation, but they did it against pitcher Dylan Lesko, the 2021 Gatorade National Player of the Year and Vanderbilt commit. Time for us to step away. When we come back, we'll meet the Freehold Township sophomore who's looking to be the next New Jersey girls soccer standout in the U.S. national program. Plus,
the sun is shining today, but it certainly was a wet week in the Garden State. Even so, our Jersey Sports Zone cameras were out and about in every corner of the state, capturing all the best plays. It's the Jersey Sports Zone Plays of the Week coming up later in the show. Stick around. Jersey Sports Zone. We'll be right back.
I'm the director of the Cancer Center, designated by the National Cancer Institute.
We are here to make an important distinction.
There are cancer centers.
And there are NCI-designated cancer centers.
Recognized for world-class research
and positive impact on their communities.
No single person is going to cure cancer.
It'll take a team effort.
That's what an NCI-designated cancer center is all about. In New Jersey, there's only one. Rutgers Cancer Institute in New Jersey, together with RWJ Barnabas Health.
The Road to Success program helps prepare and accelerate your career trajectory to a Wall Street career.
People in my generation really want to be building their own companies and really taking ownership over the work that they do. The Road to Silicon Valley program allows students to really make their dreams a reality.
You have the perspective like mine, born and raised in an urban community, but you also have the perspective who had a parent in Wall Street, and it's not necessarily about how you get to the opportunity, it's what you do with it.
It's really nice to be in a situation, in a place where there are very good people who take good care of people.
Orthopedics is it's not about saving lives, it's about saving quality of life.
A lot of people, we live high stress lives, so if you tell someone they can't do something for whatever reason, that's pretty traumatic.
I really take pride in trying to be empathetic and trying to put myself in every patient's shoes.
I want to take care of people like I'd want to take care of my family, and I think that when you do that and give somebody that family feeling and give them your honest opinion for what you would do, they value that.
It's time for JSZ's Recruiting Roundup, presented by Ocean First Bank.
What's going on, everyone? Neri Rodriguez here for the Recruiting Roundup. Spring sports may have taken over, but that didn't stop one of the state's biggest basketball prospects from making his college choice. Let's get to know Mackenzie Mbako. One of the state's most high-profile big men was a dominant force for Gill St. Bernard's in his junior season. Standing at 6'8", 200 pounds, Mackenzie Mbako is a versatile scorer who dropped an impressive 527 points and collected 287 rebounds. With offers from schools like Kentucky, Auburn, and Memphis to name a few, the coveted 5-star recruit made his much-anticipated decision to lace it up for the Duke Blue Devils after high school.
This recruiting roundup is brought to you by Ocean First Bank. Ready to bank whenever and wherever? We've got you covered.
In high school, she's a Patriot. This weekend, it's fitting to see the Patriot wearing a Team USA jersey. Cassidy Corcione piled up postseason honors at Freehold Township, including the United Soccer Coach's New Jersey Player of the Year and an All-American spot. The sophomore got the call to attend training camp with the U.S. Under-16 national team in Portland, Oregon. Cassidy is one of 23 of the nation's best, looking to compete internationally this summer for Team USA.
It still doesn't feel real right now, but when I get there and when I have all the gear, and it's gonna feel like more of a reality, and I don't know, I'm so excited, but I'm just gonna try to be myself, and hopefully that's what got me there, so hopefully I can do that when I'm actually there too.
Corcione turned heads around the state when she scored 23 goals and assisted on 15 others for a 22-1-1 Freehold Township squad that finished second in the state polls and number 12 nationally. Her huge numbers show her elite talent, especially since goal scoring is not her focus at the club and national level. Cassidy is at Team USA training camp as a defender.
She's someone who really celebrates her teammates and really wants everyone to just play good soccer, to really, whoever has the best look, whoever has the best opportunity, she wants that person to be there, and she celebrates her teammates, just as much as she celebrates, her own success as well.
The U.S. women's soccer team has always been strongly influenced with New Jersey flavor, from Christy Rampone to Carly Lloyd. Former Colts Next star Frankie Taliaferri, who was an All-American last season at Rutgers, has been part of the U.S. national program as well. Corcione hopes to keep the tradition of New Jersey talent at the national level.
There's something with Jersey, with the grit that we have. We are very competitive with each other, and people might think that's a bad thing, but I think that's what makes us so successful in not just sports, but life in general.
When you're from Jersey, you have that chip on your shoulder always, that you're always going to try to outwork everybody else because you have to prove it every single time you're out there. And that's something that Cassidy has, that Frankie certainly has, and had all the way back from, when we were playing against her when she was in high school as well. Cassidy has that for sure.
Despite playing at the highest level, Corcione continues the trend of top New Jersey players choosing to play high school soccer. Her short-term goals are to play internationally for Team USA, but come this fall, she's ready to take the next step at Freehold Township after the Patriots fell in the state finals in 2021.
I feel like soccer, as you get older, becomes more of a job, and when you go to high school, all you look for is the title and winning, and every time you step on the field, you have a smile on your face.
As much as she wants to be on that national stage, that international stage with the national team, at the same time, she wants to be a kid out there, and she wants to be in the battle of the classes with her sophomore classmates in a couple of weeks, going out there and trying to show that the sophomores are better than the seniors. She wants to be the best person she could be, and she wants to, really give everything she can in everything she does.
Reporting for Jersey Sports Zone, I'm Rich Krampanis. Time to take a break. When we come back, the top prospect in the Yankees organization is coming home to chase his major league dreams. Jay Cook talks with Anthony Volpe ahead of his 2022 season at AA Somerset when we return.
RWJ Barnabas Health has a passion for heart health with the most comprehensive services, including the state's largest adult and pediatric cardiac surgery programs, a heart transplant program that's top 10 nationally, a partnership with Rutgers Health, The latest technology and medical advancements and nationally renowned care for every heart in every community. Whoever your heart beats for, our hearts beat for you. RWJ Barnabas Health.
You don't need to miss any of the action in New Jersey high school sports. Follow Jersey Sports Zone right now on our various social media pages or on our YouTube channel. You can even download our app for free today, available in the Apple and Google Play app stores. Fresh content is posted every single day on JerseySportsZone.com. Don't miss any of the action as it comes from our cameras right to you.
Max always dreamed of having nice things, but first he needed to find the path to financial success, starting with the right banking partner, one that has a trusted history with customers and the community, the latest technology, but still knows him by name. Then Max found Ocean First Bank. They're making his dreams come to life.
Ocean First Bank, putting you first.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Opportunity Lender.
Anthony Volpe's meteoric rise has him headed to the next level.
Yeah, it's an awesome challenge, but it's one that I really prepared for this offseason.
We last saw Anthony Volpe as a high school senior. He was selected 30th overall by the New York Yankees in the first round of the 2019 MLB draft. Just days later, he clobbered a towering blast to left center field, which helped Del Barton capture a state championship. Since then, he's blossomed into the top prospect in the New York Yankees farm system. The do-it-all shortstop has his sights set on another big year, this time with the Double-A Somerset Patriots.
At the end of the day, I mean, he's going to go out there and work just like the rest of our guys, and he's an unbelievable competitor. So I think once the game happens, once the game starts, you know, his prospect status and all the attention and buzz that he's getting off the field, that kind of goes out the door, and now it's time to show up and play, and that's what Anthony does best. He's an unbelievable competitor, and you know, that's what's fun about watching him play.
I feel like I learned a lot throughout the season. It was my first full year, so there's kind of the mixture of the unknown for a lot of the year. Getting through a full season under my belt, playing over 100 games, really taught me a lot, and taught me how to kind of go about my business in the early months so that later in the year I'll be ready to go.
Volpe returning to play in New Jersey is the ultimate homecoming. His childhood home is only 10 miles from TD Bank Ballpark. Number 7 will have tons of support in the stands.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be cool. It feels like yesterday that I was back playing high school around here, but when you think about it, it was a couple years ago. So I'm just as excited to play in front of family and friends as they probably are to watch. So
this wasn't the plan when he was a little kid, you know, that this was going to happen, but it did, and he really loves it, and he's really passionate about it. And to watch a kid do something that he loves every day, there's nothing better.
It's going to be a special year for him. I'm really happy that he gets to, you know, kind of in his backyard here, play, especially coming off of the year he did last year and what our organization thinks of him as a whole. It's a lot of fun to be a part of it all.
It's no secret that the Yankees front office is enamored with their budding young star. Volpe hit .294 with 27 homers and 86 RBIs across low and high A-ball last year. This season, he'll be the leadoff batter and the everyday shortstop. But it's the attitude and leadership that set the 20-year-old apart.
I think it's the way he goes about his business. It's his focus that he brings every day, and then once he crosses the line at night, it's his competitiveness. Guys gravitate towards him. He's someone that players just follow his actions.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely take pride in other people, I guess, viewing me as that, but I think just how organic it's been. I mean, the team we have, I've played with these guys for the last couple of years, so I don't think anyone really looks at each other as leaders. It's just a really good clubhouse and guys that are really close. So we're just excited to be playing again.
The big question now, when will Volpe make the jump to the show? Don't be fooled, that is the goal. But you can bet he'll work his tail off in the meantime.
I mean, there's a long way for me to go between now and when I want to reach that goal. So I don't want anything to be handed or promised or anything like that. I got a lot of work to do and I got to prove it. So a lot can change between now and then, but I'm going to work as hard as I can to try and make that a reality.
Reporting from TD Bank Ballpark here in Bridgewater, I'm Jay Cook with JerseySportsZone.com.
Time for one more break. When we come back, it's time for the best plays captured by JSZ cameras. Another great edition of Jersey Sports Zone's Top 10 Plays of the Week is on the way.
I'm the director of the Cancer Center, designated by the National Cancer Institute.
We are here to make an important distinction.
There are cancer centers.
And there are NCI-designated cancer centers.
Recognized for world-class research
and positive impact on their communities.
No single person is going to cure cancer.
It'll take a team effort.
That's what an NCI-designated cancer center is all about. In New Jersey, there's only one, Rutgers Cancer Institute in New Jersey, together with RWJ Barnabas Health.
You don't need to miss any of the action in New Jersey high school sports. Follow Jersey Sports Zone right now on our various social media pages or on our YouTube channel. You can even download our app for free today, available in the Apple and Google Play app stores. Fresh content is posted every single day on JerseySportsZone.com. Don't miss any of the action as it comes from our cameras right to you.
The Boys and Girls Club of Newark is a hub for young people in an environment where they can sometimes feel unsafe. And it's a place where people care about them, where they have a lot of opportunities that they would not otherwise have.
Thanks a lot.
I hope the club will always be here.
We go into the JSZ archives for a blast from the past, brought to you by Princeton Orthopedic Associates.
Hey everyone, I'm James Mooney with you for another trip down memory lane. This week we flash back to 2021, where Rich Crampanis saw Livingston softball start their journey to the TOC final with an early season upset over St. John Vianney.
Livingston off to a 2-0 start, including a top 20 upset of Cedar Grove, and even tougher road test in Homedale against St. John Vianney, a team that is 82-4 over the last 4 years. In the fourth, after a Deja Robinson leadoff homer, 2 on for Natalia Diani, the wind was blowing in, but it didn't slow this one down. What a blast! A 3-run homer for Delani. Livingston takes the lead back. It's a 7-5 ball game. Mullen would get a strikeout, and then this ground ball to end it. What a win for Livingston! This is SJV's first home regular season loss in 5 years. Blast from the Past is brought to you by Princeton Orthopedic Associates, a proud sponsor of Jersey Sports Zone for the last 5 years.
I'm Mike Frankel in Cape May Courthouse. It was the first full week of the spring sports season, weather permitting, of course. Still plenty of highlights to bring to you from the baseball diamond and from the lacrosse field. So here they are, the Jersey Sports Zone plays of the week. Number 10.
We saw Ryan Waldman score close with his left and his right. How about a rocket? This riser has some serious exit velo. Have a day, Ryan Waldman. He finishes the game with 6 goals.
Number 9.
With 2 outs and a 2-2 count, Antonio Dominici has a chance to be a hero. Good thing he brought his cape. Dominici pokes it to right, Doran comes around to score, and they can walk it off.
Number 8.
With the game on the line, McKinney shows why she's a Big Ten level recruit. She looks like she's going right, but a devastating cut gives her the space to have a clear path to the goal, and Kelly McKinney gives Bridgewater Raritan the lead. It's her 4th goal of the game. Take another look at this elite move. That's the 22nd goal of the season for McKinney in just 5 games.
Number 7.
Kingsway looking to finish strong in the 7th. John Rorick sends a blast into left field. It's off the scoreboard, home run. The solo shot from the senior makes it a 6-2 ball game.
Number 6.
Up next is Ashley Federico. She sends this one into orbit. Federico fires a towering 2-run blast. That is a mammoth shot, and it puts Donovan Catholic up 3-0 at the end of 3 innings.
Number 5. The Panthers now lead 10-6. A fly ball to center. Barkis and Ben Harris giving chase. A near collision, but it's Barkis with a diving catch. Matt Barkis flashing the leather for Middle Township. And the Falcons are down to their final out. Number 4.
In the 4th, Ridge flashes defensively. Matt Shawa makes a diving stop and guns out the runner. That's a web gem, and it deserves another look. Shawa showing off some serious range for the top defensive play in this game.
Number 3.
Top of the 7th. The Lions have the tying run at second base with 1 out. Shevlin with the ground ball to short. Doyle fires to first for out number 2, and the throw across the diamond is in time! A 6-3-5 double play to win it for Middletown South. That is some outstanding infield defense by the Eagles, and it seals the deal. Carly Iannone with the throw, Juliana DeMoro with the tag at third. What a finish to a great rivalry game.
Number 2. But again, Shawnee is able to answer. Wellesley to Kraus, over the shoulder and in. That's pretty from the Delaware commit, Ethan Kraus. Will slow it down to take another look. He catches the pass and flicks it over his shoulder immediately. Shawnee back up by 3. And the number 1 play of the week.
Foster delivers, and Wilson tears the cover off of it. Alex Wilson sends it for a long ride. Milburn walks it off for the win. Just incredible. 2-1 is the final as the Millers defeat Seton Hall Prep in another thrilling ending.
One programming note to pass along to you. Our show for 1 week only moves from our 11:30 a.m. time slot to 12 noon on WLNY TV. A special Easter Sunday edition of Jersey Sports Zone TV comes your way. For our team at Jersey Sports Zone, I'm Rich Krampanis. We'll see you next week right here at 12 noon for more Jersey Sports Zone TV.
RWJ Barnabas Health has a passion for heart health with the most comprehensive services, including the state's largest adult and pediatric cardiac surgery programs, a heart transplant program that's top 10 nationally, a partnership with Rutgers Health, the latest technology and medical advancements, and nationally renowned care for every heart in every community. Whoever your heart beats for, our hearts beat for you. RWJ Barnabas Health.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
The proceeding was a paid program presented by Jersey Sports Zone and RWJ Barnabas Health.